Welcome back. In the mid-1900s, a group of Chicago academics and real estate visionaries used property ownership and government lending initiatives to steady the markets, build up outlying communities, and reinforce segregation. What resulted was the suburbs. Redlining was the bank practice of denying loans to certain neighborhoods. It shaped most of Chicago and its surrounding areas.
Let's bring in author and historian Liddell Windling to discuss more about this. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good to be here.
So talk about this practice of redlining as a term and what it meant and the impact it had on many communities.
Well, sure. Redlining was an academic and a kind of real estate response to a couple of crises. First is the racial violence of the 1919 race riot, and the kind of academic theories were developed in the 1920s by economists working with realtors in Chicago, and then they were kind of institutionalized in public policy in response to the Great Depression, when more than a third of all home mortgages were in default. And basically what it means is that the federal government categorized neighborhoods as worthy of risk or not worthy of risk, worthy of investment or not worthy of investment, in conjunction with banks, thrifts, and assessors and appraisers to say, here's where you should invest, here's where you should not invest in home loans. And so what that did was it, with the power of the federal government, channeled investment into certain neighborhoods, largely white, largely suburban, and it withheld them or made those kind of resources more expensive, more difficult to access in Black and immigrant neighborhoods.
So so that's an example of institutionalized racism, but some people might say, well, that was a long time ago. Was there a lasting impact on generational wealth?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, thinking of my own grandfather who bought and lived in a house for 60 years, it's not that this turns on and off overnight. It's that when you buy a house, that can be an investment in a neighborhood for generations. And so for intergenerational wealth, the median Black household has 1/10 of the net wealth of the median white household, basically $10,000 versus $100,000 to pass on to the next generation, to pay for college education, and even to pay for investments and upgrades in the housing in the neighborhood. So it has kind of ongoing effects over the last 100 years.
So has this been fixed?
I wish. There have been public policy efforts. The 1968 Fair Housing Act and the 1977 Community Reinvestment Act were efforts like this, but they did not go far enough. Like I said, this has been a 50 to 100-year process, and it's going to take significant active effort to undo it. I should say that the Community Reinvestment Act is under revision right now by the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency and the Federal Reserve. And so these debates are live and before Congress and the federal administration, like as we speak. And so Evanston, for example, has created a reparations program at the local level in order to invest in communities that have been discriminated against and redlined. And I think that there are a wide array of policy efforts to kind of undo and try to remediate and repair these this structural discrimination.
Well, Liddell, we appreciate you joining us. Micah Batir did a story on this last night. It's you can link to it on our website, WGNTV.com. You'll also see a website that Liddell put together to show the impact and maps of neighborhoods. Liddell, what's the name of your book again?
Building the Ivory Tower is the book, but the project is called Mapping Inequality, where you can see redlining maps for over 150 cities from the 1930s across the United States.
Yeah, and in Chicago, no surprise, it was primarily the South Side, but not just Blacks, other ethnicities as well.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.